On this episode, we're putting the cab on to check for fit with the exhaust headers. So last night I stayed up kind of late. I finished plumbing the right rear. So I'll show you. It starts here and runs along the inside, goes down and around, and then up, over, and down. Here's a look from the inside. So 25 feet is not enough to do all four wheels. If you were running a splitter back here, you'd be okay. So I ordered some more line so I can run that last one. It'll run right along the top and then bump out and go over there. In order to put clamps on this one, this is going to have to move. So apparently it's not in there for the last time. Same with the other side, but that was the first pancake, and everybody knows first pancakes sometimes get burnt on one side, so I don't really like that one. I'm going to redo it. If we get the brakes bled, we should have plenty of room. So I mean, if you cram it all the way down, you're going to get into the header, but there's no need for it to ever go that far. So we're okay with brakes and header. Steering is something completely different, but I was doing some finger measurements and it looks like this may be touching the front, so that may have to be relieved. And then I got this. So this is 1/4 inch thick rubber strips off the Amazon, and it's thick and it's not squishy. It's like the hard stuff. So there's a couple kinds available, and everybody complains about the sticky back stuff, so I just got regular. This is 10 feet from about caramba, 2 inches wide, so it fits right on top of the cab or on top of the frame. If we go from about here, I can make a measurement. Hold on. Center of the hole. 4.5. Just a little bit over 4.5 feet per side. This was all part of the factory when all of this was done and all that other stuff, I think. I mean, it wasn't my brain. Is it gonna work? I don't know. We'll find out. So enough to do the whole thing and then have this much left over, which is about the size of the pad they're using back there. They're gonna put holes in it, and then we gotta stick it to the frame. In theory, if we do one right, we can put it on top of that one and mark it out.
Listen here, baby, can't you hear me sing? Your hard luck woman ain't learned a goddamn thing. Well, you shine so bright and come on strong. One day here and the next day gone. Said you're one day here and the next day gone. around here looking for all you can take. Move me so hard, make my poor heart shake. Make my poor heart shake. Chasing you, woman, I'm chasing my tail. Can't catch either, so it's just as well. So it's just as well. Love like that, it can't last long. You're one day here and the next day gone. You're one day here and the next day gone. Lightning in a bottle shines so bright. Seen you, baby, just the other night. I said I seen you, baby, just the other night. Well, listen here, baby, can't you hear me sing? You're a hard luck woman and learned a goddamn thing. Well, you shine so bright and you come on strong. One day here and the next day gone. Well, you're one day here and the next day gone. One day here and the next day gone.
What the fuck? Now I'm gonna do the other side. Y'all take a break. So I made this contraption to lift the cab up. I was going in from the front. That didn't work for my current purpose. So I think this was how it goes. So that's close enough. It's not final fitment time. It's just to make sure those headers aren't in the way. So we're good, right? No interference. The steering wheel is going to come out over here somewhere. And then we're going to have to run over through there, along here, and then down to there. Something like that. I'll order the steering wheel tomorrow. So I like it. Let me take a picture. Oh, I guess I should give y'all close-ups. So these are Patriot headers, H as in Henry, 8036-1. And And then here's all your space. So plenty of space for the cab. I told you I got plans for that, so don't worry about it. Same with that one. I got some of this, and it's gonna go on that. Putting the cab on wasn't that hard, right? This is not my first time. I don't even know. I haven't even counted. I've only been counting the bed, the new bed. Once I get all these truck parts out of here, I'm gonna have so much more room for activities. I mean, we'll be able to have like races up and down the shop. I'm not installing exhaust from underneath. Just not doing it. So cap's coming off, going back on the stand. So they come with collectors. Comes with a regular gasket and hardware. But we have more hardware. Also got these because they don't leak as bad. So it's a build your own exhaust kit. I'm still waiting on hangers, but we can get started. I know what you're thinking. You're mixing up brands, but that's okay. I don't care. I like the way these are. So let's talk about it. Number one, why did you go with 2.5 inch? Because it takes up less space. And the flow between 2.5 and 3 is not that great. For this motor, it will be fine. I've run a motor similar to this on 2.5 inch. Didn't have any problems with it. Why didn't he get stainless? Because I can't weld stainless, and I don't want to practice on an exhaust. So this is something we can either clamp together with band clamps or weld together with the MIG welder or the TIG welder. I could practice TIG welding on this even though it's not stainless, but that way I don't have to fill up the pipes with argon and make block offs and do all that funky stuff. I can just zip it together with the TIG welder and be done. So that's why. Once I get it all fitted, then it can come off, right? It can come apart, and we can coat it, treat it, all that other kind of stuff, so that it'll last. But you know, this is easier to work with for me, and it's probably something similar to what you're doing. If you're, otherwise you got to take this to the exhaust place and have them do it for you, or you could actually tack this all together and then take it somewhere and have it welded professionally, or just use the clamps, except for the H part. You got to make a hole. That definitely has to be welded on, but then you only want to clamp one side so it'll actually come apart. So you can run this any way you want. It'll go over the hump, shoot out the back. It'll go over the hump and shoot out the sides, or we can come out before the hump and shoot out the sides. I'm opting for before the hump, out the sides. Running boards will be here tomorrow. So when we put running boards on or just set them in place, we'll know where the running board stops and the fender starts. And that's probably where I want to dump my exhaust. Right here somewhere. So it's got to come out before 4-link and come out at an angle. Or we could always turn up and go down, but too much rumbles inside the cap. The good part about the kit is nothing's bent, none of the ends are damaged. They're all in good shape, so you don't have to tap them out or make them fit, nothing like that. It's just gonna work. These are supposed to be for when you come out of the headers, but these are for long tubes. So there we go, something like this. It looks like we're gonna have to trim this back. Probably even have to take off that bolt hole. And then when we get the cover, we'll have to modify it to fit. But it's aluminum, so it's not that big a deal. It's easy to cut through. This is nothing really structural other than to hold the cover over the torque converter and flex plate. So we're fine. Yeah, see, it just ain't gonna slip over. So let's see if that made any difference. Oh yeah, see, look at that. Now we're up. I think it's a little long, but we'll figure it out, right?